All over the world, many young boys suffer from Duchenne muscular dystrophy. This disease is also called Duchenne disorder or DMD. DMD is named after the guy who discovered it, Guillaume Duchenne. He discovered it around 1868 in France. We know it was a little before 1868, but in 1868 he publicly talked about 13 patients he had with the disease. He discovered it by using electric currents to stimulate muscles. DMD affects about every 1 in 3,500 male births. This makes about 20,000 new cases per year. This disease is an X-linked recessive disorder and can be inherited from your mother if she's a carrier, and if she has the disease, which is very rare, then her son will definitely have it, if she has any. 30% of cases are random mutations, though. The disease falls under the muscular dystrophy category. There are 9 types of muscular dystrophy, with Duchenne muscular dystrophy being the most dangerous. This disease is a disorder that affects muscles and weakens them. This can cause the need for a wheelchair or braces. There are many symptoms for this disease. Some symptoms you could have are abnormality walking, enlarged calves, muscle deterioration, waddling gait, permanent shortening of a muscle, learning disabilities, weak heart, or slow growth. Some effects of the abnormal walking could be falling or problems getting around, and the enlarged calves could cause pain. The muscle deterioration could cause trouble or muscle weakening, and the waddling gait could put unnecessary stress on your hips and legs. Permanent shortening of the muscle could cause lots of pain and long-term damage. The learning disabilities could cause trouble in the classroom, and a weak heart can cause heart failure and death. Slow growth could cause you to be underdeveloped or smaller than other kids your age. The way doctors diagnose this is when they can tell if you have muscle weakness or suspect you might have DMD, they order a CPK blood test. If it is positive, then you'll have muscle problems and will now have to get either a muscle biopsy or a genetic testing to get your diagnosis. People who have this disease are only expected to live into the mid-20s, and they can't do much exercise. This could put stress on the family. This is more of emotional stress rather than financial stress. The only things they have to buy are braces, a wheelchair, and they have to pay for the things for diagnosis. There's no cure for this disease. The only thing doctors do is treat the symptoms to make quality of life better. The current treatments for this disease are steroids and range of motion exercises. They also get braces and move their way up until wheelchairs to help them get around. The range of motion exercises help them not get conjectures in their joints, which are very painful and cause them to lock up. The steroids are to help your muscles get stronger and help prevent heart failure. There hasn't been any treatments for this disease in the past. Gene therapy is a possibility about 15 years from now. Gene therapy is when they take out bad genes, basically, and then replace them with good genes so that they stop replicating the bad genes. But in 15 years, they think it could work in about 60% of patients. The Muscular Dystrophy Association, or MDA, is researching DMD. They get money to put towards research and do some research of their own. They've also made some promising leads towards possible cures in the future. Someone who had this disease, Alfredo Ferrari, died at the age of 24. He was the son of Enzo Ferrari, a race car driver for Alfa Romeo, who stopped racing to take care of his son. When Alfredo died, Enzo named the Dyno car series after his son. Interesting facts. The DMD gene is the second largest gene present, or at present. Those who suffer from DMD are unable to make this essential protein in their muscles. There are approximately 45,000 individuals with the condition that are alive right now, and the symptoms can appear before the age of 6.